Hey everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now, after my previous short little video on how you can use Copilot connectors to connect Confluence into your Copilot agents, I've had a lot of people ask about how to actually set that up step by step. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how we go from start to finish and how we connect your Confluence instance into not just Copilot, but M365 Search as well. So let's just dive straight into it. I'm in the admin center of M365. Now, under the Copilot blade here, we've got a section here that we call, or that is called connectors. Now, you can see that there is a huge gallery of connectors, first-party connectors that we can automatically and just begin to start to use. One of those is Confluence. Now, obviously, you would have to have a Confluence instance or any other connector here. If you're using those services, then you would need to have an account and that type of thing set up on that instance. So, for example, if I add Confluence, I've got some setup that I need to do. Okay. Now, to help with this, what I actually did, and I took a screenshot. So let me just show you what and how I'm using Copilot in a lot of other areas as well, right? In different ways, right? Because it is, I keep talking a lot about the change in mindset, right? So helping you as in your role, use AI in lots of different ways. So what I'm going to do is I've taken a screenshot here. Now I'm going to jump into Copilot. I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to paste this screenshot in here and I'm going to say, I am setting up a Copilot connector. Can you please help me work out how I get or set up a client ID and secret for Confluence? Because when we add a connector in here, we've got some things that we need to do. So for this Confluence Cloud instance here, we give it a display name. We've got the URL. We need to have an authentication type here. Now we're going to be using OAuth 2.0, which requires a client ID and a secret. Now I'm not a Confluence user, so I don't know how to set that up, right? So I'm going to use Copilot to give me a hand, all right? So we can see here, I'll paste it in the screenshot and I've asked Copilot to help me, right? So Copilot's reasoning, we've got the auto option selected up the top here. So we're going into a little bit more deeper reasoning here. And look, it's even got some Aussie slang here, right? So gotcha, mate, we're looking for it. Okay, so here is what we need, right? So we need to do this. So we need to go to the developer console, all right? And it is telling me actually how I go about to do it, all right? So if I click on this, let's have a look and see what this says. Okay, so that's taking me to the guide there. We do need to go to my Atlassian.net, which is good. What about we go and we say, because that's not giving me the URL. So I'm going to say, what is the URL of the developer console in, let's say Confluence, right? So what I'm after is I'm after the URL, right? So there it is. All right. So I'm going to go to this and I'm just going to paste it into the browser, right? So there we go. I'm already directly straight in to where I need to be to create this client ID and secret, right? So if I go back to my chat, you can see that I've got a checklist here, right? And I've got everything that I need to do, right? So I go here, we set the permissions. We need to we need to set permissions for the API and add scopes. Can you please give me the step-by-step instructions? All right. So again, we're having a conversation, just trying to work out how we go about doing this. Here we go. All right. So we go to our console, which I'm there. We sign in. We create an OAuth integration. So if I go to my developer console, I can say create OAuth 2 integration. And then we step by step go through that process, right? So if I go back into here, there's my configuration, my authentication. Here's the redirect URL. Here's the scopes required that I need to set, right? So if I go back to my dev console and I'm going to just cancel this, I'm going to edit this one here. I'm going to jump into this one because this one's already been set up. So if I go to authorization and I go to configure, we can see that I've got all of this all set up, okay? If I go to permissions, here's my scopes, right? Now, the Confluence API, I can configure this API, and if I go back to my chat, here are the required scopes that I need to set in that section of the Confluence developer console, right? So I've got all of that all set up, ready to go, and that has been done. Now, if I go back to my Copilot connector and I hit cancel, I would end up with, by creating this app in my developer console of Atlassian, I would get a client ID and a client secret. So if I go to settings, there's my client ID and there's my secret. I can copy these and I paste them into this connector. Okay. Now I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go to my connections because I've got one that's set up here. Right. So Confluence Cloud. Here is my setup. I'm going to edit. And we can see here that I've got the name, the URL. There's my instance of Confluence. I've got that OAuth app that's set up in the developer console. So I've created that, called Copilot. I've got the permissions. I've got the scope. I've added all of those scopes under permissions. Okay. The authorization. We've configured the authorization. There's the callback. And that is the same as the callback here. Okay. And there's the scopes. There's the checklist that Copilot's giving me. So what I've done is I've literally just taken a screenshot and said to Copilot, help me configure this. Okay. And it's told me exactly what I needed to do. So that is now set up. I can edit this. I can roll it out to a limited set of audiences if I wanted to. Okay. You can see that I've got my users, access permissions. I've got the content and I've got the sync, right? So this is where we can control when these incremental synchronizations happen, right? So right now, incremental crawl is on every day, run once in the day, or we get a frequency here every 15 minutes and we get one full crawl every single day. Okay. So that is the setting inside of your connectors of M365. Now that allows us to not just use this connector in a Copilot agent, but it also helps and makes this available in search results. So if I'm in my search and I say, let's say, how do I create a SharePoint page? Okay. We can see that these Confluence results, now that it's part of the index, this is now coming through as a search result. You can see that I've got my results and my scoping across on the right here. I've got SharePoint coming from SharePoint. I've got all results. But I've also got now this instance or this filter here by Confluence, right? When I hover over this result, I click on overview, I actually get a summary. Okay. I can talk to Copilot about this, or I can open this up and there is the Confluence page that has been surfaced in the search results. Now, if I go to create a new agent, I'm going to go straight across into the configure tab. Okay. Now if I scroll down here, you can see that part of the knowledge here is I can add another data source. Now that data source is coming from that connector. So I'll click on Confluence, right? And there I've just added that connector as a knowledge source in this agent, right? So that it's been added, okay? You can see the agent's going to use all the data in this connection to generate the responses. So not only when we add a Copilot connector can we use it in our agents, it actually gets utilized across the search experience as well, as you saw in that previous example. And by creating connectors, that means that we can bring in different line of business applications or other places that we store our content. We can actually bring that into the search experience and Copilot agents. But if we look back at our connectors and we go to gallery, you can see how many different types of connectors that we do have, right? So we've got all of our, if we keep scrolling down, you can see how many connectors are just there out of the box natively, and you might scroll through, you might see that you've got some services there that you actually already use. For example, you've got monday.com, we've got Asana, we've got Smartsheet, we've got lots of different connectors that are just there ready to go for us to set up and connect and utilize in search and utilize in our Copilot agents. So I hope that brings you some value today. Fairly straightforward in setting that up. Now, if you don't know or you're struggling to set those connectors up, a really good way to do that is just grab a screenshot of the screen, pop it into Copilot and say, how do I set this up? And Copilot will give you the answers to help you set that up. All right. And then you just keep talking to that chat, and then you'll get to the end result by setting up that connector. All right. So once again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.